And so today at Sun Life, we believe that life is best lived on our own terms. And so as you've seen a while ago, this particular campaign enjoins Filipinos to be more active in managing their health. And by that, we mean not just sustaining a healthy lifestyle or looking at holistic wealth, but rather being financially prepared should an illness strike. And so I hope you enjoyed this particular event, and we welcome you for any other questions that you may have later on. Thank you again very much, and we'll welcome again Piolo, I guess, Jet?
Yes, thank you so much, Carla. Please take a seat. As just as she mentioned, I invite back our Sun Life brand ambassador for our open forum. Please welcome back actor, athlete, singer, producer, businessman, and for today, game show master, Mr. Piolo Pascual. Piolo, please take a seat. Guys, we'd also like to acknowledge Miss Tess Gubi of Star Magic, who will be helping us facilitate the Q&A with our media friends. Alright? So yun, let's get the ball rolling. So my first question for Piolo is, Piolo, was there a particular incident that made you realize the importance of being healthy?
Ang bilis naman. Pwede bang bumati muna? Hello everyone! Hindi na ako sa game show host today. Ano naman tayo? Sun Life Ambassador. Was there ever a moment that I got scared? Health scare? Especially if you're active, I guess. There were times I got into some accidents when I was particularly riding in Baguio one time. And parang first thing in mind is, sandali, may insurance ba ako? Meron ba akong coverage? So it always happens, you know, and there are moments in life, not just you, but also part of your family. So there have been a lot of moments.
Pero feeling ko okay naman, since knowing that you're very well protected, is there peace of mind for you when those situations came?
Definitely. I started out getting policies or insurances early on in my career. As soon as I started in this business, kumukuha talaga ako ng policies, so I'm better protected and I have coverage.
Right. This question naman is for Carla. Carla, now that the pandemic situation has improved, you know, we're coming to the tail end of it, people are calling it endemic already. Are Filipinos still availing of health products right now?
Yes, Jet. In fact, pre-pandemic, we've already seen a lot of Filipinos becoming financially aware of the impact of having a critical illness. And at Sun Life, in fact, one of our bestsellers, which actually Piolo has, Sun Fit and Well, it has always been a top-selling product for us. And it's not selling just because our advisors recommend it, but it's because Filipinos are looking really to get the most comprehensive insurance protection plan. And Sun Fit and Well is actually one of those. Because as you said a while ago, no, itong Sun Fit and Well plan na to, it's not just for coverage for critical illness, but if you don't get sick, you get the benefits of having cash upon retirement. So I would say, Jet, yes. Filipinos are becoming financially aware. Apart from that, they're taking active action to be prepared in the future.
That's true. So I think the good thing, at least a silver lining of what happened from the pandemic, as much as we didn't want it to happen, it gave more importance for Filipinos to really appreciate the value of life insurance. Si Ms. Tess, do we have any questions from our friends from the media?
Okay, our first question is from Kate Adahar of Random Republica.
Hi, good afternoon. For Miss Carla, you just launched Donnie Pangilinan as your newest health ambassador. At what age would you advise Filipinos to start getting insurance? And are there packages that are affordable for the young ones?
Okay, so yes, Kate, we have a suite of health protection products that one can avail of. Siguro to answer your first question, how early should you start? Now, I think for us at Sun Life, we believe the moment you start earning money, you start already getting prepared for the future. And one of those, I would say, building blocks towards financial stability is life insurance and a health insurance product. Now, your second question, are there affordable health protection products? The answer is also yes, because depending on your budget and depending on your need, we have the most basic, meaning if you get hospitalized, you get a certain benefit, to the most comprehensive, which was the Sun Fit and Well Advantage Plan, which I talked about a while ago. So depending on your age and your budget, a financial advisor can recommend the best plan for you.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Carl. Maybe I'll jump on the question that was just asked back to Piolo naman. How does it feel to have Donnie Pangilinan now join as one of our newest Sun Life ambassadors? Being that he is a perfect example of someone from the youth, diba? So,
just like what I said kanina, I started buying policies as soon as I started working. So as early as in your early 20s, as soon as you start working, actually, it's important for us to set aside a certain part of your income for not just for your future, but for your health. So I'm really excited as to what we're gonna do with Donnie, especially with our on-ground events, starting off with the Cycle PH. And he's an ambassador, and it's a good reminder for us to not think about waiting to get old to start planning for our future, but as early as in your 20s, as soon as you start working, or if you can, ask your parents to set aside a budget for you so that you're all protected, not just, yourself, but also the whole family. So you start at any age, just like what Ms. Carla said. So I'm happy that Donnie is part of our family now.
all right. Any other questions from our friends from the media?
Yes, the second one who will ask is John Bueno of Kumakaw.com. Hi, John.
Hi everyone, I'm John from Kumakaw.com, and of course, congratulations, PJ, for this exciting event. We saw you do a game show today. Is that something in your plans in the future? Do like a game show platform of some sort?
I guess I had my training with ABS-CBN with Pitch Hit once in a while for some shows before, and there had been some offers. But I want to stick to what I know better, which is, I guess, film acting or TV. Should there come a time na, there's a good offer or good material, siguro why not? I enjoy doing it. I guess it's just wearing a different hat, but it's a good practice. It's a good exercise for me as well.
And you're back to production as well.
Yes.
How's that going for you?
We just posted our recent film, Walang Kapares. It's gonna premiere on Prime Amazon on March 23, if I'm not mistaken. And we have a couple of films on our slate, so it's been busy. Tomorrow we have another meeting to plan for the next quarter, because we already have some films lined up, and I'm also doing another film which I will be resuming the shoot by next week. So dire-diretso, aside from acting, I'm also producing in some of my films, and also the films that Spring Films and Cornerstone are producing.
That's awesome. And going back to, of course, Sun Life, have you already had like a critical sort of illness, and how has your insurance helped you?
I'm thankful to the Lord. Wala pa naman. At 46, I'm still active. And, I'm happy with the Sun Fit and Well insurance, and I get myself covered every year. I would always get a new policy, and yeah, being with Sun Life almost half my life, I think I'm pretty covered.
No, but I'm sure a lot of ladies would ask, is there gonna be like a second coming of Inigo anytime soon?
Huwag naman natin pangunahan. Baka pag dumating mas maganda, mas surprise, di ba? Para ako rin mas surprise. Wala pa naman on the horizon.
Okay, that's all from me. Thank
Thanks,
you.
John.
Piolo, I just want to add to the question that was asked. You mentioned that you regularly update your policy. So right now, to date, how many insurance policies do you have with Sun Life?
I've been with Sun Life more than 15 years, so I would say every year I would get one or two. And my sister is also here. My sister is a financial advisor, so there's a personal relationship, and she always updates me whenever there is a new plan. And minsan ako pa yung nangungulit sa kanya, ano bang bagong plan natin dyan para naman, we're well covered. It's not just me. It's like what I always reiterate, my family. Ano yun, te? Ha? Ayun, hi. Hi ka naman, te, sa lahat. Yeah.
Ate Chiki, say hi.
Hello po, good afternoon.
Yun yung kamukha ko. Yeah, no, isang kaway. Yeah. Alright, but well, okay lang yun tayo. Ako nga nahihiya, wala akong magawa eh. Yeah, but I always update every year and I make sure that I know what is new. That's what's good about Sun Life. They always come up with new policies that cater to your needs and your budget. So I try not to count, so it's not to quantify it. But as long as I know I'm protected and my family is covered, then I'm good. But one is never enough, or two is it's not enough. So you have to get other policies because it's not just insurance. Miss Carla, you wanna add to that for the other insurance or other plans that we can avail of?
Yes, so thank you, Paolo, for that wonderful question. I would say no, seriously, kasi over our lifetime, we have several financial needs depending on our life stage. Back when I was single, probably I just had one or two to cover a certain financial need because my goal back then was to build wealth and grow my money. Now that I'm married, of course, I have another person depending on my income. And so I would add to my life insurance coverage and even top up my own health insurance coverage. So that's correct, Piolo. Over our lifetime, our needs change, so one policy is never enough.
So, adding to that, Carla, when can you say that you have enough? Or is there really no time masasabi mong, okay na ako? Kasi one of the things I think most of our advisors would get whenever they do talk to prospects, diba, sasabihin, meron na ako insurance.
Okay, so very good question again, Jet. I would say basic rule of thumb, I would encourage people to have three, no? One for life, meaning insurance protection, income protection, so that anything happens to you, your family will be able to live life regardless of the income. The second would be a health insurance coverage because a health protection plan will ensure naman that you don't get into debt. Covering for treatment. And the last would be probably a financial product to help you grow your wealth or build your wealth. So that one naman for expenses or goals that are expected, meaning you plan for. And then the other two, life insurance and health protection, is for expenses that are unexpected. So I would say three is a good rule of thumb.
Three is a good rule of thumb. So
Nice.
savings, investments, and protection, of course.
Yes.
Right? Feeling ko si
What about
Piolo
you,
has
Jet? How many
all.
policies you have?
I have a lot that are yet to be signed. But I have a couple as well, being that I'm also in the beginning stages of my life. I want to make sure that I have comprehensive protection in case any of those conditions may happen. So, tularan kaming lahat. Kumuha din kayo ng insurance sa mga wala pa dito. Alright, next up, may we call on Pink Siazon of pep.ph.
Hi, Pink.
Good afternoon. For Piolo. Hi, Piolo.
Hi.
You've mentioned earlier that you really set aside your earnings for insurances. How do you divide? Like, can you give us an idea how you divide your earnings for, let's say, how much of your earnings goes to rewards for yourself, for your family, and for savings?
Okay, malalaman yung sekreto ko. I don't necessarily quantify or put a percentage to my spendings. What I do is whatever I earn, I just put it in the bank primarily, and then from there I set aside 10% for my tithe, and then the rest goes to savings because I try as much as possible not to spend as much on things that are just the material things. Or let's say mga luho, I reward myself with an insurance. I reward myself with getting a time deposit. I reward myself with getting new policies. But from time to time, I also reward myself with trips, with my family. And I don't, I don't spend on things na sayang lang. So I try not to, spend my money and just put it in the bank, invest, get protection from insurances, and just let the money work for you. Hindi ako yung tipo na nag-splurge. And I always make sure that, you know, I'm protected. That's why I don't spend beyond my means. I don't spend on things that are just really unimportant. And I guess it's a big factor that you don't change your lifestyle just because you earn more. It's important for us to know and give importance to our future. And of course, not just para sa sarili natin, but also our families. Ganon.
In life, siguro what can you share with us when it comes to, how you keep yourself from being blindsided, like by illnesses or other difficulties? I mean, what should be the right mindset that you set for yourself?
Information is really important. Information is key, and knowing your options, of course, is really important, so that we'll know better what to do with what we have and how we can better protect ourselves. So you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart with your money. You gotta be smart with your savings, your earnings, and it's important to take control of that. And there should be self-love. You know, you should learn how to value your health, yourself, and your life and your mind. And knowing that, you know, these are all just temporal things, and what's important is your present and your future. And not to, you know, the most practical things, not to spend it on things that will just pass, and also take care of yourself by, you know, just like what we've been talking about, living healthy, eating right, and having a balanced life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you really see that Piolo really invests in himself, di ba? Yung mga...
Sarili ko yung produkto ko eh.
I like what Piolo said, no, about self-care, because a lot of people say self-care is, going on spa dates or distressing. But self-care also means taking care of our health, because, diba, you're the biggest money-making machine, and if you don't take care of your health, your ability to build wealth also gets hampered. So, very good insight, Piolo. Thank you for that. We'll use that for a campaign.
I guess, to put it in layman's term, kasi, I was just talking to Sir Don about it. For us to be able to enjoy our health better, or for us to be able to enjoy our wealth, we should have better health. Diba? Mahirap naman may wealth ka nga, tapos hindi ka naman healthy. So, it comes in hand. It comes hand in hand.
Yeah, for you to be able to enjoy the things that matter, spending time with your family, enjoying all the hard work that you've put in, you have to be healthy to be able to enjoy that, diba? And making sure that, of course, you have protection gives you that peace of mind that no matter what happens, you can still live life to the fullest. Do you have another question, Ms.
Yes, we have Ms. Leah Salterio of Philippine Star. Hello, PJ.
Hi, Ms. Leah.
How are
It's
you?
been a while.
I miss you.
I miss you too. Good to see you.
Can we ask about your relationship with, your partnership with, Sun Life for 15 years? How will you describe it? And with Miss Carla, vice versa, the questions, can you answer it also?
Okay, just to give a brief or a summary of how it all began, and how the journey with Sun Life has been. They actually approached me, our foundation, my sister and our foundation, Family Foundation, Hebrio Foundation. They wanted to donate to the foundation, and then from there we had an exhibit, my photography exhibit that went to the foundation as well, because we sent kids to school. And from there, they tapped me to be one of the first endorsers, ambassadors of Sun Life, and it's from there, my sister also became a financial advisor. My son became an ambassador as well. So it's changed my life for the good. And every year there's always a new campaign. And now I'm a game show host, so I don't know what's coming along next. Let's see.
All right. I would say our relationship with Piolo has been serendipitous. I mean, as Piolo mentioned a while ago, we approached them not because of an endorsement deal, but we didn't even know that he was the man behind the foundation. It was really just an effort for Sun Life to help typhoon-stricken victims at that time. And so we were pleasantly surprised when we found out that it was Piolo who was behind that foundation. And so we started with just a few activities in support of that foundation. And as I was saying, it was serendipitous because at that time, the financial crisis hit. And we thought before we can even promote Sun Life, our products and our services, there was really an important need to educate Filipinos with regards to their financial needs. And in fact, it has been, I would say, life-changing for Sun Life as well, because he had been instrumental in getting more Filipinos financially aware. And I'm sure most of the media would say, at that time, financial products were just confined in the business pages of the newspaper, or even in media programs or news programs where we talk about interest rates, returns. But Piolo made insurance and personal finance mainstream. And it's not because he's an endorser, but rather he practices it himself. And so I would say that partnership has allowed both of us to grow, not just Piolo, but Sun Life as well. And it has been a wild journey so far. And we're very thankful to Piolo for that.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you, Miss Carla.
All right. Thank you.